Real dark and dirty. Gonna get a little dirty.
Jamie here from Country Diggers and History Hiccups. This video will be on both of my channels. We're going to do a history on marbles today. So I'm going to be showing y'all some of my marbles. It's too wet to get out and detect and dig dumps and stuff. So I'm going to be doing this today. So stay tuned. Alright. This is a brief history of marbles, including all that marble slang. This is an article by Rob Lamel, November 3rd, 2015. And it's on the website mentalfloss.com. Alright. Rolling through history. Believe it or not, but no one really knows where marbles originated. They've been found in the ashes of Pompeii and in the tombs of ancient Egyptians. They were played with by Native American tribes, so it's impossible to pin down a precise country of origin. The earliest examples were simply stones that had been polished smooth by a running river. But for centuries, artisans made them by hand from clay, stone, or glass. Mass production became possible in 1884 when Sam Dyke of Akron, Ohio, created a wooden block with 6 grooves, each of which held a lump of clay. An operator would roll a wooden paddle over all the clay balls at once. All the clay balls at once with a back and forth and slightly lateral motion, creating 6 marbles. With around 350 employees, Dyke's factory was cranking out 5 train carloads, or about 1 million marbles, every day. Mass production made marbles much cheaper to make, allowing the price to drop from about 1 penny each to a bag of 30 marbles at the same price. Other businessmen jumped on the bandwagon, and Akron soon became the marble capital of the late 19th century America. In 1915, mass production of glass marbles began, thanks to a machine invented by Akron's M.F. Christensen. His machine consisted of a screw conveyor made up of 2 grooved cylinders spun next to each other. A slug of molten glass was placed between the cylinders on one end, and it was gradually carried down to the opposite side, simultaneously cooled and shaped into a spear by rolling grooves. The design worked so well, it had remained essentially unchanged and is still the most common way to make marbles today. Marbles were really popular throughout the early part of the 20th century, but World War II rationing plus the utter chaos of the European theater put a damper on the sport. It enjoyed a brief resurgence in the 1970s and continues to be played today, but it has never been able to reclaim its title as a childhood institution. Talk like a mipster. To the layman, a marble is just a marble. But if you're an experienced player, you probably have half a dozen slang terms to describe the spear in front of you. Marbles usually earn their nickname based upon what they look like, what they're used for, or the material used to make them. For example, Aggies are marbles that are made from agate, a type of stone. An alley can be a marble made of alabaster, but it can also be another term for a shooter or taw, T-A-W. The large marble used to knock around the smaller ones. That's these right here, the shooters. Hope you can see. Okay. The large marble, okay, is used to knock around the smaller ones, which are sometimes called mibs or ducks. Bumblebees are yellow and black striped. Jaspers are common. Blue marbles made from glazed or unglazed china. Those are jaspers. Onion skins are glass marbles with swirls of layered colors that extend over the length of the marble. Sulfites are opulent glass marbles that usually contain a small figure in the middle. Sometimes the figurine is an animal or a character, like Santa Claus, or even a real person like Teddy Roosevelt. And if you can spot any of these marbles on sight, you're probably a mipster, a term used for someone who plays marbles. In-game slang includes many phrases that have made it into everyday lexicon. For example, to knuckle down means to put your hand in a position to shoot your marble, keeping at least one knuckle on the ground at all times. Fudging means you cross the line on your shot, which is a minor form of cheating. If you're about to take an easy shot with your taw, you can say the marble you're aiming for is a dead duck. Playing for keeps means that any competitor's marbles you knock out are added to your personal collection. Oddly enough, the origin of the phrase, losing your marbles, can't definitely be traced back to the game of marbles. However, if you were to lose all your marbles in a four keeps game, you probably would go a little bit crazy. Glory in the ring. You might think you know how to play marbles, but I'm afraid you don't. That's because there is no single game called marbles. By the same token, any game that uses marbles can be called marbles. There are hundreds of games that can be played with marbles. However, the most common game used for modern tournament play is known as ringers. To play ringers, two mipsters arrange 13 ducks in an X at the center of a 10-inch diameter ring. The mipster takes turns knuckling down with their shooters and firing into the ducks, scattering them. Any ducks that leave the ring are worth 1 point each. If his shooter stays in the ring, the mipster can keep shooting ducks, earning more points. However, once his shooter leaves the ring, it's the next mipster's turn. Once all 13 marbles have been knocked out, the ducks are restacked into an X again for the next round. Play continues until one mipster has 50 points. Ringers is played at the National Marbles Tournament, held over 4 days in June since 1922 in Wildwood, New Jersey, with winners in both the boys and girls divisions since 1948. The players are all between the ages of 7 and 15 and compete for scholarships, prizes, and of course, glory in the ring. This year, about 50 of this article was like 2015, so that year about 50 of the best mipsters in the country played. But your reigning king and queen of marbles are Brandon Matchett and Bailey Knorr. both from Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is quite the marble powerhouse. Since the tournament began, 71 champions have hailed from the Keystone State. Okay, this might have changed since 2015. So, Ringers is also the preferred game of the British, and World Championships played at the Greyhound Inn and Pub in Tinsley Green in West Sussex every Good Friday since 1932. The area has a competitive marble legacy dating back to 1588, though when legend has it, 2 young men played for the hand for a beautiful woman. The tournament is truly international, and teams from Germany, America, Japan, and the Czech Republic have all participated. This is a team competition where 48 ducks are placed in the center of the ring. Mipsters shoot into a group with a tolly, their term for a shooter, T-O-L-L-E, tolly, I guess, and fight to become the first team to score 25 points. Of course, Ringers isn't the only game played in organized competitions. In 2011, Standing Stone National Park in Crossville County, Tennessee, was the site of the 29th annual Roly Hole Championship. Roly Hole is similar to croquet and is especially popular in Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia. In Europe, the World Marble Championship has been held annually in Prague since 2005, where they play a game that closely resembles golf. It's a beautiful investment. If you were a mipster in your youth, or if you think marbles are cool to look at, you're in luck. Collecting vintage marbles is a very popular hobby. But before you start bidding on eBay, there are a few things you ought to know. There are a variety of different kinds of marbles, but the ones that bring top dollar are handmade and machine-made glass marbles. Handmade are more sought after, simply because they're so rare and reflect more deliberate craftsmanship. But particularly beautiful machine-made marbles can still command a respectable price. You can tell the difference between the two by the presence of a pontil, a small rough spot that is left over when the handmade marble is removed from the glass rod in its final stages of production. Size, manufacture, and condition are important, but the main thing a marble collector looks for is the beauty of the design. There are, of course, many different styles that are popular with collectors, with about a dozen different terms used to describe them. Some of the more popular styles are onion skins, corkscrews, luts, micas, clearies, Indians, Joseph's coat, oxbloods, and sulfites. The more colors and the more delicate the artistry, the more you'll pay for a marble, regardless of the condition. To collect marbles, you'll probably want to pick up a few tools of the trade. You'll need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check the condition of the marble, so you can see how bad the inedible chips, flakes, or scratches are on a game-played marble. This can also help you see the details on the figurine inside a sulfide marble. It also never hurts to have a handheld black light, which I don't have, so I can't show you if any of them glows or not. Some vintage marbles will glow under black light because they were made with a small quantity of uranium. The marbles are perfectly safe to handle, even though because the uranium has been encased inside the glass. Of course, you'll need your wallet because good condition marbles do not come cheap. Your average vintage duck can run anywhere from $10 to a few $100s. Shooters usually start in the $50 range and only go up from there, often selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, earlier this month, which is in 2015, Morphy's Auction House in Denver, Pennsylvania, one of the top marble auctioneers in the country, they sold a single Peacock Lux onion skin for $13,200. Wow. It was sold as part of a collection of Paul Bonhomme, the man who literally wrote the book on marble collecting back in 1969. Other notable sales in the collection included an amber glass Latticino, Latticino swirl for $10,800, a sulfite with a painted lion figure inside for $7,800, and a beautiful black and white clam broth for $5,700. However, one of the biggest, if not the biggest amount ever paid for a single marble was a whopping $27,730 for a big 3-inch shooter in 2010. Not a bad return on what was probably investment of a few pennies. Wow. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. I don't know much about marbles, but I do like them. And now I will show you some of them that I have dug and bought. So these are mixed right here. I've dug and bought them. I haven't separated them. All right, here is one I dug that is one of my favorites. Okay, it's pink marble, and it probably does glow in the dark. But you know, I haven't got a black light or anything, and I can't tell. But it probably does glow in the dark. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink marble. I was very happy to dig that one. Okay, and these right here I bought. These are painted on of the Lionel Train. These are shooters, and they're from Lionel Train. Okay, these are vintage, and they've got the Lionel Train images on them. I bought these on Etsy, whatever you call it. And they're pretty cool. Lionel Trains. Okay, and I bought these on Etsy too, the Scooby-Doo marbles. They've got painted Scooby-Doos. These are smaller, but they got Scooby-Doo on them. And y'all all know, if you watch my channel, y'all know I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan. Scooby-Doo. And there's Scooby and Shaggy. And we got Daphne. And we got the whole gang right there. The whole gang. And we got, let's see, we got Fred right here. And we got Velma. And we got like the whole gang again right here. And we got the Green Phantom right there. And then there's Scooby again. And Scooby again. Right there. I thought these were neat. So, and then we got the big shooters like this. I bought the shooters, okay? I bought these. And, yeah. I don't know if I have any Pontal marbles. I'd have to check and see. But I did buy these shooters. They're beautiful. Yeah. Let's see. Get that one. It's kind of neat. I hope y'all can see these good. I know my light's not great. I did turn off my overhead light and turn on my selfie light right here so that maybe y'all can see better. I wish I had one of those little, I've seen some people with the little turn table things that you can turn and that put the stuff on there and they turn. I wish I had one of them. And I got that. Now I did dig one of these. I don't know which one I dug because I've got a few of the black and gray ones. And I cannot remember. There's another one. I can't remember which one I dug. But this one may be a Pontal marble. I'm not sure. I can feel a very rough spot in that. And it feels like it's punked up a little bit. So it may be a Pontal. I'm not sure. As I said, I don't know marbles. I just think they're beautiful. And I get excited every time I find one, okay? Every time I dig one. They're just beautiful marbles. Did I show you that one? I think so. Yeah. And these right here I bought. These are emerald crackle marbles. But I bought a handful of these. These break easy right here. Let's see, I got this. Did I show you that? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I showed you that one, but this one I found. I dug and half of it is gone. It's broke. Half of it. I wish that it was whole, but half of it's gone. And these are clay ones right here. Let me show you. Now, where did that other one go? I don't know. Anyway, these are clay right here. I bought these. I thought I had found 2 clay marbles at one time. These right here are the ones I found. These big ones. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Okay. These big ones right here, I thought were clay marbles. I still don't know for sure. I picked them up. We had walked to the grocery store in my neighborhood, and these were on the ground. Now, I don't know. Some people say they're from, like, you know, spray paint kind of balls that they put in the spray paint cans. I don't know. But And some people say they're clay marbles too. I don't know. They don't feel plastic, but I don't know. And here are another one and another one right there. Okay. And here's some smaller ones right here. Let me see. I know I dug this one right here. Let me find it. It's a pretty one. But if I can find it. I got it in here somewhere. Where did it go? I got so many. Oh, here it is. This mint swirl one. I did that one. My brother-in-law, he was clearing out a spot. We got a well in our pasture, and he was clearing out around there, and he just pushed all the dirt, mounded all the dirt up and everything. And I had never dug in the dirt pile before. And I was digging in there, and I found that. Not long ago either. Mint swirl right there. Pretty. And yeah, that's I got a lot of pretty ones. Some of them are falling in the floor, but anyway, I just thought y'all might enjoy this. I did. I love marbles. I love looking at them. I love handling them. I love finding them, digging them. It's always a good day when you find a marble. Even if you find nothing else but junk, if you find at least one marble, it's still a good day finding a marble, because you get excited finding marbles. All right, y'all. Glad y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you back soon. Bye.